Yeah, remember that spot? That was your good spot. Last night, this morning, today, I woke up at 5 a.m. and I thought, well, and I couldn't sleep then anymore. And I thought I would get up so early. But then I caught a second wave of sleep around 6 or 7. And I slept till noon and I thought, is it raining? But it hadn't even rained yet. And now it is raining. But I dreamed a dream, quite the dream that I'm trying to record. In the dream, I was in a small room. It was something like Beatles Fest. I was in a small church room, like the room I just most recently saw in the movie Accidental Husband, starring Uma Thurman, Colin Firth, and that guy. You know his face, but you don't know his name. And I learned his name, and I still don't know it. Someone should have given him a better name. And so it was something like Beatles Fest, something like a memorial, and we're all stuffed into this little church room, and there's people circling around, and there's other people standing in place in pews and along the sides. And I noticed that what's her face? Goldie Hawn is one of the people circling around, and we're singing songs, and I think the songs are of a memorial of this man that's died who wrote these songs. But then I noticed that Danny DeVito is pushing Robert De Niro in a stroller, and Robert De Niro has the face of Robert De Niro, but the body like an atrophied infant. And then we start singing a song of this person who's died, I'm assuming, and it's to the tune of Only in dreams and beautiful dreams by Roy Orbison, but the lyrics were different, and I guess this song was written before that song and with different lyrics by this guy that died. And I noticed Robert De Niro noticing me singing my voice and looking at me. So that was a big thrill. And that was my dream. And today I've just been overwhelmed with emotion and crying and feeling incapacitated, but I sent an email that was the very last, not the very last, but close to the last. Something I should have just gotten over, sent earlier, since it will determine my fate on how I'm going. I found this on the street. And something interesting also is that I was searching everywhere yesterday for rolling papers, and then when I was walking Pippi, she found a single raw rolling paper on the street and very delicately collected it, which at first I chastised her, and then I had to thank her and think, what sacred technology is this? And I had to be grateful. Gratitude. I thought about sending my mother many long messages this morning, but I have not done that yet, and maybe I just won't, because what does it change? But I'm feeling, and I am full of freaking hatred for that fucking guy. And I really wish I could just fucking fully erase him from my fucking mind. Of course he's calling me. And, yeah, I know. I know. God, I just hope I can. I hope I can get better, man. Every time I'm starting to get somewhere and do better, I feel like something happens, and I do. Hi, 1666. I do have a Bible, a very special Bible that my super gave me, and it's over there. And I don't really know how. I don't feel like I really understand the Bible, or like how to read it, or the passages and stuff. If you have any good pages or whatever to recommend, I'm all ears. I actually will be, if I'm going to Euchre weekend. One of my Euchre brothers is a big Bible guy, born again. Oh, man. Oh. I thought you meant use pages from the Bible for my mental, emotional, psychic condition, but you meant for rolling papers. That's funny. That's on brand. You know, I was thinking, I had an idea. I realized a lot of what I do is have ideas of things. And like, do I do that? And then a lot of times I even do all the work of an idea and then just never publish it or format it or create. But I was thinking of, has anyone made a meme or made a joint with the, the warning paper that you're getting low on papers? They should make that paper a usable paper, and I feel like it's not. But someone's got to at least roll a fake joint with the warning paper and make some kind of meme about the warning paper spliff and what that means about your state of mind and whatever, if I can outsource that idea to anybody. I had that one yesterday. I love the rain, and usually I always sleep when it's raining, which was why I swear I was on schedule to wake up really early today, and I was feeling good about that because I've been sleeping so much, and I think that's a part of grief or whatever. and it's okay. I just like, it's hard. It's like now I have to leave again. I either have to leave tomorrow or the next day, or I could just not. I could also just not. I could not go to these things and not spend time with my family and just not do it. I could also just not do things that I'm expected to do. And it's just like, oh man. And it's like I actually have it so good in so many ways that I feel like such an asshole for being so fucking sad and incapable and fucking. Uh, uh, uh. And still sometimes I'm feeling good, but like it's like the amount of control I have over my freaking state of mind is like, it's it's not so bad. It's not so bad. It could be worse. I don't know. If there was a magic pill I could take, I would take it though. It's pretty. I don't know if anyone. Like I've never wanted to take antidepressants, and I've always gone through my pain and my grief and I always just go through it and think that I come out stronger and better because of that. But I don't fucking know. What if you finally take that shit and you're like, man, this is what I could have been, so much time I wasted not doing this. I don't know. Maybe I'll call about my therapist that I'm going to have to kind of do a little bit of a, I need to let go of like all these things that in my mind I have to do. Like there's so many things that I've been avoiding for years that I still like. I'm thinking now about my Asian lady therapist, my first therapist, and how I was going to call her, and I still haven't called her. I asked one time about her, and I'm not sure if I have her number, if I can find it. We got Pippi refound her previous bed. So that's good. Poor girl. She doesn't have a proper dog bed over here. She went out in the rain today. Like the amount that it's like, how could you be this tired? And then am I getting poisoned am I being poisoned by mold? Is there mold in my apartment and I'm being poisoned by mold? And that's partially something that's going on with me that I don't even realize. And how do you test for mold, and how do you know that? My neighbors that are moving out right now are on the face. I can't believe that they're moving out. And I am avoiding them so hard. I'm like running around the corners. Like I made it out to McDonald's today for my coffee, just barely without running into them. And now I cannot leave my apartment again because of the danger. And like it's not right. And I had prepared myself for if I ran into them. And it's hard, it's emotional. It's emotional. It's like kind of like my dream come true, because I just want a fresh start here. I want a whole new life in space, and I feel bad for hiding from them, but there's nothing that's going to make me not do that right now. You know, that's the thing, is you can push yourself to be this person or be that person or deal with things this way and instead of that way or whatever. But those hard lines, when you know, there's certain things that I'm going to deal with that, like, you cannot make me. I'm going to avoid talking to them right now while this at all costs. I will see them again. I will talk to them later. I just can't do it. So we have a hopeful day for writing here. We can't leave the apartment. Pippi conquered the rain to some degree. We have to do the dishes. We have to clean our bedroom. Then we'll sit down and try to write. I've got to make room on my phone somehow. My phone is totally out of space. I tried to keep it separate from my iCloud, but it just uploaded all this stuff from my iCloud itself. I don't know. I hate going to the Apple store. It seems like I'm going to have to. I don't even enjoy smoking Swiss. Okay, let me try to be positive. Let me try to be positive and stop with this. Spiral. I can't believe I burnt a hole in a plastic bag of dog food. My good light just went out. I want to smoke so bad, but smoking irritates my throat. So I look horrendous for all the sleep and this skincare. I did do some skincare. Thought I was putting my face back together while I was sleeping, and I woke up looking the worst I've ever looked. Like some people must have peaceful faces when they sleep, and mine is just like in constant consternation, I guess. I need to get much more powerful face altering things. I still haven't dealt with my bank accounts. That's a major thing. Okay, I have to deal with that today. I have to deal with that today because that's really, really bad. That's really bad to just ignore totally. And I know that. Where do you want to go? 1666 says they want to leave Earth too. Where do you want to go? I don't see. I wonder that I'm seeing all these things I see on Instagram are either like narcissistic abuse or the uncared for child and inner child or whatever. Now I'm getting things about the suicidal child and what that looks like as an adult or whatever. And I'm like, I don't think I've been suicidal since I was a child. I'm not suicidal now. I don't think I've ever been suicidal. Although I think that I've said that I'm going to kill myself a great many times. A phone number from Stoughton, Mass is calling me. See, and I'm afraid there's a few calls that I don't want. I would answer every phone call. Or I want to be the person that just answers their phone calls. But there's a few calls that might come to me just mainly about my studio where they're like where I haven't been. But I have friends. I have good friends. I have beautiful friends, beautiful people. There's beautiful people all around. It's like if I did have some soft suicidal tendencies, like definitely. Like soft suicide, dangerous with your life, impulsive, self-abusive. But I was also like taught to be that way. As my father's son, which is where I'm going this weekend, is to Euchre weekend with me and my dad and all his fraternity brothers and my crazy cousin Michael, who it seems like I might be getting a ride with from Albany tomorrow. I'm going to be with them all weekend playing euchre. And my brother, who technically on some level is my father's son, he's an engineer. So in that way, okay. But in the sports way, in emotional companionship, and in absorbed mentality of how we treat ourselves, I am my father's son. My brother is going to be with my mom and his Japanese girlfriend in Martha's Vineyard at my uncle's house, where I still have never been. Never been once to Martha's Vineyard. Never been to my uncle's. And you know what? I remember where I was going with this now. So anyways, my dad is like, run barefoot in the snow and, endure as much as you can and, just be tough. Like, don't cry. Like, my girl doesn't cry. So I had a real issue with crying for a long time. I had a real issue with crying and talking at the same time. Was the biggest thing. It was like impossible for me to shed a tear and talk at the same time. And now I can do that. I'm very proud of myself for that on a physiological level. But what was I talking about? Oh, treating myself like shit. So part of that is but I definitely, by high school, I was totally self-hating, eating disordered, substance abusing. When did I start ever drinking? I remember the first time I drank really at all was when I brought 2 Fosters to Michelle Bain's house for a sleepover. And Fosters, for to try and drink as a young teenage girl and try and get drunk for the first time on Foster's beer, it's the palate for that is just not there. Oh, that was the worst. I would say the worst choice of the first. And so I don't think we could even really drink that because it was so disgusting. But I do remember when I made, so I'm probably senior year of high school. I was drinking, doing whippets. I think we did doing whippets. I resisted weed I don't even remember this time period, but according to my friends, I was very judgmental about weed. I was judgmental about weed and sex. And so all my friends were afraid to tell me when they smoked weed, when they first started smoking weed, and when they first had sex. But then I came around to weed and started smoking weed too. And tons of cigarettes. But I did get, yes, absolutely, I got drunk sometimes. A couple of significant times there was one night that I was driving and I was in high school and I was drunk. I was in Marshfield. I was I couldn't, it's all back roads. There's a person, I think it's Emiliano Ortiz, is texting me cryptic texts that are, he always, and I hope if Emiliano Ortiz is watching this or listening, that he is taking care of himself and realizing that it's cool to be anti-vax and to have never vaxxed now. And I hope he's leaving his house and he's letting the light into there and he's drinking lots of water and taking self-care, spending a long time without alcohol and loving himself. But the last time I saw him, I saw that he was in, I would say, a pretty bad way, a dark but recoverable. And so I hope, prayer for Emiliano. But anyways, as I'm telling you all this, and I'm about to talk about my whole high school history of whatever, he's been texting me how, he loves to, I can tell it's him. I think it's him because he used the term mentally ill, and he loves to, this is what he does. He'll text me or DM me and bully me and say like really mean, evil things to me and call me mentally ill, and like in between asking me to hang out with him. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy that, I think it's not just guys. I know at least a girl that does this too. But like, people can text you one complete total sentiment about you, and then like the opposite in the same thread, in the same, just trying to get your attention. And I think maybe is that like internet culture's effect on, because this is like my friend forever. He never has been like this before. So I think it's really something in him, obviously. But it's so weird to get like messages from someone that you've been friends with for a long time, that you consider like a friend for life, like a very deep friendship, starts like like saying this dark shit to you about you. It's like, whoa. And it's just texts, because he would text me this stuff when I hadn't, like when I hadn't hung out with him. And then I hung out with him, I saw how he's living, and I'm like, okay. Doesn't make it, it's like, this is not a good way to reach out to people. For help, especially when they could like believe you or something, it's like, it seems so, I'm like, am I really? No, even if I was, because if I was actually mentally ill or dealing with this in some kind of major way that was affecting my life, like the best version of Emiliano wouldn't be sending me messages bullying me about it and saying sadistic things to me. So the part where you're going to try and take it personally and think like, oh my God, am I this thing that he's saying to me? Okay, why don't I just read you? So I think that, someone texts the first, and he's like a wonderful artist, a beautiful musician, a soul singer. Like, I love this guy and he loves me, but he's been in, the tone on these messages is way, way better than the messages that he's sent me in the past. So if it is him, I think it's him. I know the number, and I think it's him. But maybe if you can follow this thread of thought, I'm thinking about this because he says things that it's like, I need to get away from neurotic, crazy, not crazy. It's like, okay, so the first thing he sent me was like poetic, like I liked it, and that's to say he's like a beautiful artist, but he has not been treating me with kindness and love and respect. He's been treating me with like demands and like very layered character assassinations in a 1-to-1 ratio. Okay, where is it? Oh wait, that's a different. I could give out the number. But so now, like when they first did the AI things where you could turn any photo of you into like different AI things or whatever, he's like really paranoid of that. But basically, he's to not get in, well, to be, you know what? Fuck, why do I have to be respectful to somebody that wants to disrespect me so blatantly or only behind closed doors, which is even worse? If you want to disrespect me behind closed doors, I am going to share it. Okay. That's the switcheroo I need to do. But, what was I saying? Damn it. Oh, yeah. So, anyways, he's living just to give you, because why not? Like, it doesn't have to be a mystery. I guess I've said his name, but if anything, this is going to help him because he needs help. He needs human connection. He needs to know that it's okay and it's cool. Because basically, I don't know, the last time I saw him, he's living in his mom's house in the dark. Like, I mean, maybe it was night, but like the curtains, I can tell by the curtains. And this was like his childhood home. Like, whenever I would first come over there, like in college, I met him. And the Reckless Sons, one of a promising band that has now disbanded. Whole different, only Elvis covers. If you do a cover in the Reckless Sons band, I loved that. But like it was his sister and his mom. It was like a family. It was like a bright, sunny. It said like for New York, it's a decent sized apartment, you know. And now it's like just him there in the dark and his computer. And he seems to think that because he didn't get vaccinated, he's a leper of society and he can't go outside. And he's drinking White Claw 8%, which is just the worst, the absolute. There's something very dark to me about White Claw 8%. That's just not right. I mean, if I'm gonna drink something, I want to enjoy it. I'm very picky. There's nothing enjoyable. It's a dark day when you find yourself surrounded by cans of White Claw 8% tall boys. And anyways, I could see right away when I saw him that he is all messed up. And that's not an excuse for how it's just weird because he was never like that before. He was like, I talked to him about everything. Like we weren't like together all the time very much at all. I mean, sometimes we were together at times, and then other times we had like he would talk to me. I remember he was dating this girl who was really gorgeous, but I guess like I don't know. I never met her, but I still wonder about her. But we were friends. We were friends in between. Like he never. It's weird. Okay. So let me read you his messages. All right. An anonymous person who is maybe in the building right now, because I think it's a live stream related messaging. Okay. Be careful out there. That's what they said. I said, who's this? This part, I was like, okay, who is this? This part, I was interested. A worried mother, a YouTube algorithm, the ghost of a fly, a desperate housewife, bubblegum, you will forever live on the bottom of your sneaker, God's subconscious. And I said, love it. Who are you? And they said, I already told you. And I said, you are a worried mother? And then they said, for example, does your mother and the internet need to know that you couldn't take a shit in Chicago? Take a phone break, take a shower, and take care of yourself. Eat something healthy / clean up your space, etc., etc. This, I was still on board here. I was like, you know what? I'm like, who is this Shepherdini? Is this someone that really like cares about this? Is good advice. This is true. I stand by talking about I wasn't aware that I did talk about my pooping issue in Chicago, but I'm glad that I did because that was really remarkable. I mean, I didn't like the minute I got in here, pretty much I had to poop. Like, really, it had nothing to do. This is something my body is doing with no input from my conscious brain. So it's meaningful. It's something that I'm glad that I shared, and I will share again, and I want to continue talking about. Okay, that was on a Wednesday, August 13th. Then Friday, you're welcome. Anytime you need a reminder of self-respect, I'm here. Winky emoji, but the manual winky emoji. The semicolon in the parenthesis. Oh my God, I need to do yoga. My voice sounds very like not scratched up, right? Keep in mind, everyone loves to watch mental illness. See, now this is, I think, it's Emiliano. And he always says mental illness. He actually doesn't call me mentally ill. He always uses the term mental illness. I don't know. Keep in mind, everyone loves to watch mental illness, and that whatever content you post is just being fed to it. This is where I got hung up on this, because as I'm telling all these stories, my hater / fan / I think it's Emiliano, but he doesn't want to tell me for some reason, is making me feel that somehow my life and my stories, if I'm on YouTube, I guess I should just stay. Like, the thing is, I'm not good at keeping my fucking video footage together. It's too risky. So I could be compiling this all in secret. For the most part, I'm a fucking obscurity purist. I'm the most secretive artist trying to make it under, like, whatever the fuck I'm trying to do. I don't need to be afraid more of putting myself out there and making things and document. Like, I don't need that. But my mind is always open because it wants to know. So I don't shut. So part of me is like, oh, is this happening? Is it like, am I losing my soul to the internet because I'm talking? But think about what is in the head of somebody that sends this kind of message. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. So Friday, 9:53 a.m. Eastern time. You're welcome. Anytime you need a reminder of self-respect, I'm here, winky face. Keep in mind, everyone loves to watch mental illness, and that whatever content you post is just being fed to a super AI who now owns whatever content you think you are creating. So, working for Zuckerberg overtime for free, up to you in the end, darling. Just don't want to see you basically live in your own prison. Okay. Now I want to know who it is. No, it's like still interesting, but I just got that mental illness thing, and it's like, what's your basis for this reasoning? And are you Emiliano? Because then I need the clarity. So I said, who is this? And they said, I told you, and it doesn't matter. Take care of yourself. Why would you, if this was you, why would you send this message to me? I get a fair, I could get a message like this from just an internet person. Definitely. People send all kinds of different tones. That's the thing, is like, I think it's mostly guys, but girls can be like, you're fucking sadistic, evil people. Like, to like, you're relying, because really what he's doing is relying on me to be stronger than him, to take all these unwarranted character fucking slings and respond in a positive way, or like be attracted to him by it, or the weaker, whatever it is you're trying to get at. It's not positive. It's not it. Okay, so he doesn't want to let me know who he is, but I think it is Emiliano. I told you, and it doesn't matter. Take care of yourself. And I said, yeah, it does matter if you want to keep texting me. I have a new phone and you're not in it. If you want to express yourself like this to me, you can let me know who you are, or I can block you and it won't matter. And they said, just block, winky face. And I said, yeah, I think I know who this is. Because then I'm like, yeah, it's giving sinister Emiliano. He started out trying to be, he started out with a worried mother, a YouTube algorithm, the ghost of a fly, a desperate housewife, bubblegum you will forever live on the bottom of your sneaker, God's subconscious. I love that. I was like, oh my gosh. My secret series of narcissistic survival and trauma bond examination using my own mind, body, carcass, and pulp as the subject of the dissection and redirection, transmutation, computation. I'm going to believe in the world where there's no evil robot that's going to take my life for speaking to people through computers. That's what I'm going to believe in. But see, he was there. But the sinister turn. Am I crazy? Do you guys see that? And then that's this. I'm so fucked up. I'm so used to being treated and talked to like this. And that's the thing. It's like I become surviving this kind of shit, but going through it, mostly the going through it, makes me into this weird like parody animal of it, kind of. It's like that's why I yell at Tyrone. I mean, Tyrone can be frustrating and annoying, but like people close to me, like, yeah, I can say hurtful things that aren't as, because I know I'm not evil like these people. I don't want to say they're evil, but like I'm not like gonna do to you what's been done to me, but I have a different kind of anger and anxiety because of that. And it definitely exists in relationship to other people. Like, you're used to such severities of, and this isn't even a good, this is so nuanced and so like polite and borderline friendly and kind compared to like other things that Emiliano sent me. So anyways, I don't think I finished. So I said, yeah, I think I know who this is. And they said, just remember they killed Jesus, right? Sometimes something sounds mean, but it can save your life. So am I Jesus and the internet's going to kill me unless I listen to Emiliano and he's going to save me by keeping me off the algorithm? Should I do all my content with masks and a voice? Maybe I'll just get a voice changer, a mask to keep all my fans happy. That's an idea. An oil can. 1666. Why do you say a Foster's oil can? Do other people know about that? Because someone I know said that, but I thought that they just made it up. So are you that person that I know, or is this a real phrase that people were taught to say? How do people, where does the oil can distinction come from? Are there other brands of beer that have oil cans, or is it just Foster's? There are bugs in my house. Not that many, but my other pigeon hasn't been coming back. And that's also, it's raining out there, and I'm thinking about Harry Nilsson, and I think it's weird that I'm not seeing him anywhere because he can't fly. He didn't just suddenly start flying. But maybe, maybe he did. It's only Foster's oil cans. Who are these? I mean, Foster's is just so, it's such a heavy man's beer. Yeah, it was not but that's probably a good thing. I remember we tried to make Jello shots in one night at my house. I remember that I had like a bunch of girls sleep over, but the Jello like we didn't do it right. I don't know. It did not harden. It was just like liquid. And Sarah Lyle threw it up in my sink. And I think we went out and stuck our boobs in the snow. Or like, actually, we also stuck all our boobs together in a circle. And I brought it up with Bree and Crackhead Barney, like outside Gray Space, that we should do that, like I did with my friends in junior high, and put all our boobs, smush them all together. And we did it. And it was a lot of fun. And right now, they both have me blocked on Instagram, even though I'm still friends with both of them, but not. This is the state of my life. And that's nothing, In the long run, it's good to go through all this. Because, even, I've had such bad social anxiety, and, going out the other night, it was, so easy, kind of. It was actually really great. It felt fine, because it's, now I've just been through so much. I've been fucked over so many times. I expect nothing of anybody. And so I can really just deal with whatever situation and be myself. And if you like me, you like me. And if you don't like me, you don't like me. I actually just need to work on being more open and kind to people. And not assuming the word I think I had some weird protective layers that were fueled by anxiety on when I was forcing myself to socialize for the past while. But now I feel like I've just been chiseled away at to a new level of in a way, grief and shock and trauma, but in another way, just knowledge and experience with how people can be. And I think it's good. I think it's in a way removed a lot of those anxieties. You just have to be more and more totally responsible for yourself, but not in the what I was doing by trying to be secret about dealing with the woods boy thing. That was not that seemed to me like dealing with it being more responsible for myself, but somehow it just enabled that didn't work. But whatever. I just I don't know why. Maybe, who knows? It's hard to say that I should have talked more about. I did film a documentary, and there's probably a ton of tape, so I don't know that I had to be broadcasting about the whole thing as it's going on. But maybe if I forced myself to do that, I would have held myself accountable in an outsourced way and gotten out of it sooner. But it's okay. I can see that there's a light. A special kind of light, the only light that shines on me. What good does it do if I ain't got you? If I ain't got you, baby. You don't know what it's like. No, you don't know what it's like to love somebody, the way I love you. I gotta play guitar. It's oh my God. I'm like, it's okay. I'm gonna be fine. I'm stuck between stations. Just so where so my life I was dreaming. Oh, you don't know what it's like. I'm not dreaming. You got to be so blind, and I'm so blind, so blind. I'm a man. Can't you see what I am? I live and breathe for you. What good does it do? But it can't do it. No, you don't know what it's like. You're somebody who I love you. Hey, baby, you don't know what it's like. I wonder what that sounds like. You guys can't hear it. And suddenly, out of feeling, and feeling, and feeling. I was heading down the road. Well, then friends that went by the wayside. In the paradise, we're moving to you. We're taking this way. She made a mountain of pearl out of a tiny grain of sand. And suddenly, out of left field, out of left field, out of left field, came another friend. She was another friend. Came out of nowhere. She made me came out of nowhere. How sweet it is. Banger, banger. Oh, it's playing on my. See, this is my last set of obsessive ones. I've moved on to mostly Harry Nelson now. You can't hear the music all but can you? Don't look so sad. Over. But life goes on in this world. Keep on. Yes, that we have done it. You got it close to never whisper of the rainbow. Believe that you love me. That but I get lost, and I know you'll find another. But please remember, I'll be here. I'll stay right here. And if you should ever find me, then, well, don't say a word about tomorrow or forever and ever and ever and ever. There will be enough for severance when you leave me. For the good time. I hit me. Wait, okay. My is all. Makes you know and tell the heartache lost. Again, do you believe that you love me that one night before. Don't say a word about tomorrow forever, never, never. Will there be time enough for us to be you? I gotta take a photo of the flag. So tell me and tell me that you feel the same way too. Mm-mm. No, I can't do this. I need some new obsessive songs if anybody has any good ones. I've been pretty much just on Harry Nilsson. Actually, this guy played like this very obscure Harry Nilsson song. The guy at the karaoke. I'm probably gonna have to make my next album off the karaoke part, but it's good. I can't wait. That is what it is. And every night I could be helpless, I could be lonely, sleeping. And in the day, everything's complex. There's nothing simple when I'm not around. But I miss you when you're gone. That is what I do. Oh, do do to my everything thinking without you. And I could help it. I could be lonely. Speaking when the day everything's complex, and there's nothing simple when I'm not around you. What would drink before the wine? I don't know this. Can't you hear which song? 1666. What does 1666 mean to you? I'm gonna call you 60 because it's too much. But is that a significant number or just liberation? I wish I had. I did the cleaning. Are you ready? No. refrigerator. Just love putting dishes in the refrigerator. This is my knife from the Chelsea hotel that I accidentally brought into the federal court before they found it, and then I hid it in the bush. And they love Alan. Loves more ice cream. Freaking ice cream. That was cute. See, my uncle sent me a life-changing text yesterday, and I was like, I think this is what I do. Sometimes I'll start cutting back right away, and then I'll go, wait, no, let me think about this. And then I began a lifelong process of thinking about it and never responding. I, and then I hate myself. And I need to like where how do I find the balance between those things? I hate myself for not doing the things that I need to do according to me. I need to I have got to like I can see it. I will go mad if I don't integrate these things. Where's Brian Jones at? You know what? The people that I haven't offended have offended me too. So, like my friend and like have to make it spiritual, necessary happening, or else I will just I have to believe I have to do what the universe is trying to say. But I'm gonna let that. Okay, this is a really good song. I I don't know. I get some kind of when I put music. Best part, friend line. Friend of mine. And you won't see me all the time. It's because I said what was on my mind and it's not empty. Whether I'm made alone and this one. So don't punish me after all this time. Don't punish me. 'Cause I'm what you got going on. No, is a great dog. What's the right stand for the guitar? Dreams, dreams. Okay. This is a great Otis Redding song. Oh my gosh, it comes in so quick. I've got dreams, dreams. I've got dreams, dreams to remember. Oh, I saw you dance last night. You know there's arms holding you tight. Nobody knows what I feel inside. All I know, walk out with pride. I got dreams, dreams to I know you said he's just a friend, but I saw you kiss him again and again and again. These eyes of mine, they don't fool me. Why did he hold you so tenderly? I got dreams, dreams to remember. I got dreams, dreams to remember. And what you say, I'm still gonna love you anyway. No, I don't want to be alone. Just satisfy me. I got dreams. I got dreams. You say you just ran. Why didn't you do it again and again? I got these eyes of mine, they don't fool me. Why didn't you hold you so tenderly? I got dreams, dreams. I got dreams, dreams to remember. Don't make me suffer. I got dreams to remember. There's a part with the his singers. See that? I gotta I'm making my covers list now. Which was ring. A quiet walk down the aisle on a floor. He faced the rain. Whoa. Holding there. She was standing there with my man. I heard them say to was my life. It's in all I could do. All I could do was cry. All I could do was cry. You like that? I was losing the man I love. All I could do was cry. Well, all I could do was cry. All I could do was cry. Well, was losing the man that I love, and all I could do was cry. Wow, I could do, I could do was cry. You like that, hipster? You had it right. You like Etta James? You haven't heard any Etta James yet. You haven't heard any Etta yet. You know what? I have a special treat for you. You get that? That's where you're supposed to paint on that thing. Oh my god, delicious. This person, this person literally shit in my friend's backyard and couldn't apologize about it or say they were wrong. There's like, you're not going to get a clearer sign of a narcissistic personality than that. What the fuck is wrong with me? What's the right questions to be? I don't know. No contact for sure. Definitely. It's like, I think it just puts a band-aid. I think remaining in contact, because that's why it's like now it's been a few days. It's like I interacted again. And now it's like that's why I feel hit by a truck. That's why I have all this anger about these things like coming up, because it's like I'm suppressing them by, it's like I think it's actually subconsciously or whatever. It's like I don't want to deal with all the shit that this person did to me, and the fact that I kept engaging with them and didn't feel like either it was safe to or I could not. I feel very strongly right now that I can disengage. There's enough undeniable, which is it's crazy because it's like, of course, I could have and should have engaged at every point of this stuff. And it just like all hits, it's like I think of these things and I'm like, oh my God. And so I think that's why I know that no contact is very important, because it closes. It's like I just have to go through it, walk out of it, walk away from it. Okay, good girl. Can I paw? Good girl. Can you lay down? Good girl. Can you roll over? Can you roll over? Can you roll over? Can you roll over? Can you sit? Lay down. Lay down. Roll over. Roll over. Like, okay, sit. Okay. Oh my God. I don't know about rollover. When I came back from Chicago, all her commands had turned into one like scared looking pose. Oh my God. It's unbelievable. If you get stuck with those sour grapes that are like really disgusting to eat, mix them with water for drinks, and it's like so different. So good. I really want to like talk to like Lisa Vanderpump or something, or get like, I wish I was a bar. I'm like in the industry to really like, I could make a TikTok. I introduced her to my darling, and while there were my good friend still must be home from me. Why are they giving me they always give me children cancer ads. Why is that targeted at me? So heavily. Flying higher this time. Work on that one. We gotta work on that one. time. Left me here so I could sit down. Darling, she would have you there to me. But I guess it doesn't matter anymore. And drive me crazy, but I guess it doesn't matter anymore. Wasted all my days over you. This entrance is much better than the whole table. Being place and sometimes I feel right. No, I gotta get out of here. I'm so alone. All I know, I gotta get out of here to your town. really smoke. To stop this. I need maybe those things on TikTok. I need to feel like I'm smoking without smoking. And from it, vaporize. You guys know of any? I was gonna buy one. Actually, I got one from the store. That's the reason I gotta get out of here. It's really awesome. Don't you? Which I guess I was. Don't you know I gotta get out of here? I'm so alone. You know that I gotta get out of here 'cause New York's not my home. I could do, I'm seeing, I'm glad that I'm filming this because I think I gotta make a covers album. I got some ideas here. I wanna be around to pick up the pieces when somebody breaks your heart. Someone twice as smart as me. Me is free. I want you around. See how he does it when he breaks your heart in two. He loves it so fine. Sweet, it on my heroes, yeah. It breaks your heart like you broke mine. I'm gonna put fire in the rose tree. When someone breaks your heart like you broke mine. Bobby Darin, of course. Oh, this is a good one coming up. My mix. One thing about my YouTube, if I'm Jesus and talking into the internet is gonna do something God to me, I have to say, YouTube really puts a nice mix together of my obsessive songs for me. I think I really love what algorithm is doing for me musically. And that's when I'll discover that revenge is sweet. How's the audio on this? Does this sound just like crazy a cappella with no, and is it, I don't know what it sounds like. But I've met the majority of the setup I didn't plan on. My little town, I grew up believing that God kept his eye on the soul. And I used to pray the song as I told you allegiance to the wall. Lord, it's time to go. Now the town, come back to school. flying my kite across the way to the factories. My mom doing alone, singing all she wrapped in not that the colors imagination failing. Everything's the same back in my little town. Right, Rosa. Nothing but the dead and dying in my little town. Nothing but the dead and dying back in my little town. In my little town. I never meant nothing. I was just my father's son. Save my money, dream of glory, twitching like the finger on the trigger of the gun. Nothing but the dead, back in my little town. Nothing but the dead and dying back in my little town. Nothing but the dead and dying back in my little town. Nothing but the dead and dying back in my little town. Fade out. That one. See, that's a great song for this. Only 2 hours so far. Podcast, Nodcast, AI, translated vehicle using a real carcass. Did she? I think there seems to be more holes in this than there used to be. Perfect. That describes my teenage self in my little town. To go back to self-suicide and um, self torturing tendencies, twitching like the finger on the trigger of the gun. And I also like thought about God and like personified him and thought he like was helping me learn how to ride a bike. When I was riding a bike, in my mind, God was flying behind me helping me. Now people might say maybe we're parents, whatever, but I grew up believing that God kept his eye on us all. He's free from me. There's a different song playing. Oh, this is a good song too. Bum, 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 bum. We gotta listen to this. Why Bing? Why is my thing big? Not enough. It's not the getting. It's just a silly things I'm going through. Just because I call you up, it does wrong. I think you got it made. Not enough. No, no. You, then again, doesn't mean that much to me. So if I call you, don't make a fuss. Don't tell your friends about the two of us. Situation. Hey, hey, something, something, think we got it. vitamins? Fuck it. Howard Stern doesn't believe in taking vitamins, which, sometimes I avoid Howard because anything that Howard thinks sticks in my mind, kind of like my dad. Another thing I don't know if I ever looped back to is that I'm like my dad in my brain. I just emulate or I know that I sat there and thought in my room, in my office, doing my own work when he did his work. But my work was listening to all these 103.3 and my dog. But hey, I'm still doing the same thing. Basically, California. Hello. I wonder if that's my brother's girlfriend. It's either a marketer or my brother's girlfriend. That's the only way I can answer calls though. Is like to pretend it's an accident and listen to who they are and what they're saying. Sometimes. Sometimes I just cold faced answer the call. Sometimes I get crazy like that. So it's like I really don't need somebody messaging me that I should not like let any part of my like not make creating. Well, it's all about create the content you're creating. Like I don't know. It's just like okay, well, do you have a project idea? Do you have like another thing that you do for because all the ideas and things that I'm expressing, I don't have a format for expressing them outside of the internet right now. Are you going to produce my 11-year long film documentary that comes out 10 years from now, like Kai Smith? Because I need to exist. Do yes, why you kissing again? These eyes in my little fool, so tenderly. Oh my God. I just flash back to these. It's like, yeah, I just have to keep the wall, build the wall like Donald Trump, keep the band-aid far, if I could put the band-aid to a garbage disposal, I should, if I could, but I don't have a garbage disposal. But it's almost like ridiculously face forward self-sabotage, honestly. Even if I'm conscious enough to be able to intellectualize it and see it and to know all these things about, it takes 7 times, like I already know about abusive relationships. I have a master, like I'm a professional non-victim. But it's like, that's why I'm like, if I haven't, because I think maybe on a low level, I search out like someone I'm not talking to, and that are like any person I've ever dated. Maybe I never need to talk to any of them again. Maybe they're at a low level. I don't know. What I'm saying is I've already been betrayed by so many different people in so many different relationships in so many different ways and whatever. And it's like I don't even care. Like I hate to even say that word because it's like it makes it seem like there's some kind of charged emotion behind it, and like there isn't. Like I know if I've betrayed somebody, and I know if somebody's betrayed me or whatever. Just like I've seen I've been a very tough. I've made it very difficult to socialize with but also who's nobody's. A lot of people have not tried, and I'm also secretive about my pain. So it's okay that it's whatever it is. It's fine. It's okay. It's like the majority. There's a lot of things that are just seem small and petty and totally handleable in comparison to like the most sadistic moves you would like see. Do I have a morbid and I don't more curiosity with self inflicted or otherwise inflicted like abuse and endurance? See, that's something like because it's like I just kept like I want to find out a little more. I want to try and put the puzzle together a little bit more. And I've certainly learned a lot, collected a lot of evidence, but like, is it worth it? It's like, okay, I can be done now with the test subject and just try and create it into something valuable. And I need to go definitely into the zone of not having any contact with this person. Otherwise, it's like a self sacrificing study on horribly, horribly treacherous people. You find me down the I got nothing to do today but smile and tell them boys we all half of the time we don't know where we're going. don't know where. So I get to play now. No, you've been looking to fly now. Hey, let your fly, 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 fly. Like a child on me. The only living dog in New York. What you get you like this, fam? You like Paul Simon? You like Paul Simon and Etta James? Those are your favorites? What the please? No. 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 Oh my god. It's not. It's not great. Smart. Oh my god. Pippi. Okay, sit. Sit. What am I doing with you, like here? And you boss me around. What was that? Hmm. Yes, I remember the first time I really heard that song in Mel Letterman's car, driving the Mass Pike into Boston. that it just wants to be a sense of the way it feels. They want the radar. The love that I thought would save me. Those I would take it, I wish my words just didn't myself. Baby, just want to be here. That's what it feels. That's not the way it feels. There's no one there that really wanted to talk to. Thank you for your time, for you, but so much more than that. You can keep the dime. I'm sure I've overcome the blows. I like to take it well. I'm gonna finish my words and just think myself. Baby, just want to be here. That's what I feel. Mm, well, that's how it feels. Oh, 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 oh. Well, that's how it feels. We're doing good. We're quite progressive here. No, I don't. I don't like this. I don't think I'm into this one. It's spring, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. Come let me love, let me give my life to you. Let me drown in your laughter. Let me die in your arms. Let me lay down beside you. Let me always be with you. Come let me love you. Come love me again. He has the lyrics on his own. You fill up my senses like a night in a forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. Love my songs, come fill me again. See, they're right. See, I'm very close. I'm very obsessive about only my songs that so I struggle to let one in. And the YouTube algorithm is letting me because I didn't want to do that. And they fed it to me with the lyrics on the screen while I'm live streaming. So I could be like, okay, let me just sing along to it. I appreciate that. I don't think it's all evil, but deceptive, very easy to be deceptive. Well, here I am, Lord, knocking at your door. It is wonderful to be as always wanted to be. For the first time, I'll be free and be so deep. Okay, we're skipping on down the line. My voice sounds very ragged. It's like, I don't know. I gotta get in touch with Peter and do my TM course. I gotta do that because that's what I really need is a very solid meditation practice. If I just start there, I think I'll give myself I will flex my brain to solve my issues. If you're in New York, I can set you up with a guy who will give you the poverty level price of learning TM, which is normally like $10,000. You can get it for a low price of $400, I believe, in installments if you're eligible. So DM me if you are interested. know you will. This, I did this song. I went on a vacation with my family to New Hampshire one year, short summer vacation, and I I had there was a karaoke night, and I had to go, of course, and I chose this song, Bob Seger, but there's a different version of it. There's two different keys. So, anyways, I made them restart. I think I went halfway through on one version, or maybe even all the way through. Maybe not. I asked for the different version. In any case, I did the right version to just make this one ginger waiter there confirm that I was the most talented of everyone there. And those are the kinds of career milestones that keep me going in this life. Both of us know they are set to haunted me. Watching worry, no one's there. No person, no way. So good to know. Who is to know? We got to why don't you stay? I've been so weak. Nothing involves me. I'm gone spread like everyone else does. I know I keep you touching, even after today. So there it is, girl. I'm sitting on that. You are. I should say, I'm good tonight. Good tomorrow. We got tonight, babe. Day. I'm tired, I know you're weary. I know your plans don't include me. Still, here we are. Both of us lonely. Both of us lonely. Both of us lonely. Who needs tomorrow? We can get rest, girl. Let's find a way. Turn off the light. Come take my hand. Oh, that's my girl. Why don't you stay? Let's make it last. Let's find a way. Come off the land. Come take my hand. Let's make it last, girl. Let's find a way. Let's make it dance, girl. Why don't you play? Oh, I wish that they did. I would like two um two repetitions of I know you're tired, I know you're weary. One, I know your plans starting to me. Here we are. Both of us lonely. That's what the whole tipping point of that song for sure. Both of us lonely. Probably during when I was young. Look in your eyes, see the wisdom of the world in your eyes. I see the sadness of 1,000 eyes. When I look in your eyes. Like, there's no surprise. You see the softness of the moon in your eyes. See the of the stars in the skies. Look in your eyes. I see the deepness of the sea. I see the deepness of the love. The love I feel you feel for me. And sometimes see the passing of the years in your life. And they part the be no tears, no goodbye. Just look into your eyes. Those eyes, so, so, so. How I love your eyes. Interesting. Uh-oh. Oh, And temptations come bring to the boundary of each mountain man. Sweet comes calling, negativity now. Cold, some things that fade away. Sacrifice, just a simple word. It's too hard to live in two different worlds. There is no sacrifice. There's no sacrifice. There's no sacrifice. There's something that we feel. Positivity is a prison. When we find the light, it leaves conviction. No stone unturned. No tears to damn you, baby. When they can see I cold cup of them bag. There's something up there, baby. Just pass them through. It's no sacrifice. Just a simple word. It's too hard to live in two separate worlds. sacrifice. It's no sacrifice. No sacrifice. Hail, heart done by you. You think of a better way, just can't them through. And it's no sacrifice, just simple word, but it's too hard to live into separate words. And it's no sacrifice, it's no sacrifice. Where it's no sacrifice at all. No sacrifice at all. No sacrifice at all. Let's get quiet next one now. It's so crazy. It is. How can you laugh when you know I'm down? It, 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 oh. Some things say you be. I said you talking to that boy again. I'm gonna let you down. Leave you flat. Cause if you're wrong, you can't do that. Until you paperback writer, yeah, he's green. Cause I'm the one who had your love. But if you see me, you're talking to me, you laugh in my face.